Hold me close when I'm all alone. Keep me safe, far from home.
Your heart, your love and soul. Now you're all alone, wondering which way to go. Who cares? Who really actually knows? You got your money and your crimes, you're doing fine. Cross the borderline and now your kids are on the line, waiting for the other to cover up their crimes. But now the feds are on the line. Suppressive, well, you like it or not, you're so suppressive. You put yourself in this box. Your time, your pain, you're mentally insane, and you don't know who you are, so you best behave. Don't stop giving till you give it all. Don't stop giving till your feelings are small. Till you giving it all. You don't stop. Don't stop. You got your money and your crimes, you're doing right. Cross the borderline and now your kids are on the line, waiting for the money to cover up your crimes. But now the feds are on the line. Yeah. You're so suppressive. Well, you like it or not, you're so suppressive. You put yourself in this box. My time, your pain, I'm mentally insane, and you don't know who you are, so you best behave. Don't stop giving till you've given it all. Don't stop giving till your feelings are small. Don't stop till you giving it all. No, you don't stop. Oh, till you feel it all. You got your money and your crimes, you're doing fine. You've crossed the borderline and now your kids are on the line, waiting for the court to cover up the crime. Put us in the lawsuit this time. Yeah, I'm so suppressive. Well, you like it or not, we're so suppressive. Girl, you put yourself in this box. Your time, your pain, you're mentally insane, and you don't know who you are, so you best behave. Don't stop giving till you've given it all. Don't stop giving till your feelings are small. Don't stop giving till you've given it all. Don't stop until you don't stop. You got your money and your crimes, you're doing fine. You've crossed the borderline, your kids are on the line, waiting for the money to cover up till you've given it all. Don't stop till your feelings are small. Don't stop till you've given it all. You don't stop, no you don't. You don't got the power of your mind to let you go. Discover up your climb, you throw the right, be in the right time, but though you're impressive, surpassing life. You want your money, your gold, your time, living with power and money on your mind, waiting for the sex appeal to cover up your crime. But you're dirty, nasty, you're so suppressive. Whether you like it or not, I'm so suppressive. I put myself in this mold. My time, my pain, I'm mentally insane. Well, you don't know who you are, so you best behave. Don't stop giving till you've given it all. You don't stop till your feelings are small. Don't stop.
Hello, everybody. That was my, ooh, so suppressive. You know why? I just thought such an appropriate tune to put for who we're going to learn about, Kristi Bouck. It's not Bouck, it's Bouck. So Kristi Bouck. There's so much to say about this. There's so much to say about this, guys. And I want to bring it in really mellow and sweet and chill and just like matter of fact, because I want to be able to kind of put perspective into this person's life. So today is Kristi Bouck's birthday. It is her actual birthday. I can't tell you how much I know about just her and just the family. Some of them being completely under the radar, some of them being completely controlled by Scientology. Still, 100% money-wise, or just the behavior of having somebody in your family when you are being forced to join the Sea organization at such a young age and being promised all these fucking things, and it's just complete bullshit. Like, that's the saddest thing. It's just such complete bullshit, guys. So yeah, I'm going to take this really slow and easy. I'm not in a motherfucking rush. This is about Kristi Bouck. This is about her and her family. Okay. This isn't just about Kristi. This is about her and her family. Her brainwashed psychotic family, her family that understands the brainwash and the psychosis of Scientology and the Sea organization, and people saying that they killed themselves. Why are people unaliving themselves in Scientology ever? Isn't Scientology supposed to make that not happen? So, hi, Fox. Sorry. Come up. She's like, are you okay, Mom? I'm not okay, honey. I'm not okay. So first, I want to just talk about this a little bit. I knew Kristi when I got demoted. Some of my timelines and all that. Yes, Foxy. Some of my timelines and all that can be a little bit off. But when I got demoted from CMOCW, I had seen Kristi as a public. I had seen her on course. I had seen her just being a sweet little public, hanging out in Clearwater. Just like she was just an ethical, awesome, like ray of light while she was a public. Okay, so I'm just saying that. Then I learned a lot more about her in the last 2 years, specifically And I couldn't believe that somebody I barely knew, in my eyes, I didn't barely knew her. I knew her. We were on the EPF. I had been demoted from CMOCW, and I was in dishwashing. Finally, I was told, all right, you're allowed to go on category B EPF, which is the beginning for any new, a lot of the people who are watching know exactly what I'm talking about. For people who happen to be randomly jumping in and under, like, trying to think, like, what is this about? What is going on? And for people on the replay who don't know Kristi, I want you to know that there's an internal group before you join the internal billion-year contract of the C organization of Scientology. You literally have to do this boot camp. It's like a boot camp group where they, and it's, I would call it a boot camp to explain it to the outside world. But what it actually is an interrogating, fucking grooming boot camp that demands you to do things that are completely unacceptable and illegal at certain points, and makes you overwork. You don't sleep enough hours. You're on the EPF. They're training you to get normalized. They're grooming people, adults, kids, children, mid-aged people. Everybody goes, how can you end up in that cult? It's so bizarre. This is how they do it. So you get in there, you think you're coming in to fucking help the world in some way. You're doing so much. And then you're put on this EPF, a stage pod. The lingo has nothing to do with it, but I have to describe it as I go, because L. Ron Hubbard's rhetoric is so garbage, barf, fucking disgusting. And when we say that, we mean it, that eventually when you use L. Ron Hubbard technology, you end up becoming a fucking robot, manipulative, narcissistic piece of shit, and you end up just making people fall into what you think you're helping the world. You think you're helping the world. So everything becomes reasonable when you get into Scientology in any degree, whether you're a public outside, whether you're a daughter or a son of a celebrity of Scientologist. Katie Holmes' daughter, thank God she got her out. I mean, Tom Cruise's daughter and Katie Holmes, but thank God. Thank you, fucking Katie Holmes, for that. But anything you do, you think that if I'm joining the C organization, the military fucking made up wannabe structure organization, which is a literal slave human trafficking work system. It becomes like a work system. So they're pulling people in, and you think you start to reasonably give up slowly. Scientology does this to you. You slowly have to believe certain things. And when you have to believe certain things, and then you follow a group of people, Sea Org members, who are showing you, good job, you're doing this right. This is you're doing a good job. It makes you think that you have missed it your whole life, even your family and Scientology and everything, because you're in the Sea Org now. You're joining this EPF, which is like the boot camp group to start being a Sea Org member. You have to go through the EPF, which is fucking, like I said, an interrogative, slave, abusive boot camp that makes you think you're preparing for the C organization, and that you should be able to be ready for any post position, any job that they put on, that they give to you. So I had met Kristi Bouck on, it's actually Bouck, but I just knew her. I just knew it as Bouck. And I bet you people literally called it Bouck, but it's not Bouck. Bouck. It's not Bouck. It's like Bouck. That's how you say it, Bouck. And I remember what is funny is that she at one point, people would do in the EPF, they have other people, they train you on like roll call and like how you have to muster up and salute to people. And all the new people coming in, everybody's name is just on a list. And there's people coming in from other countries. There's it's like all kinds of shit. So like you can't read everybody's name properly. So I definitely had to clarify with her family members. I'm like, is it Bouck? Because I remembered Kristi. I remember standing specifically in a line, and I thought I can't teach these. I'm supposed to teach these new EPFers coming in how to behave and what the expectations are of a Sea Org member. But I also was like, God, they're so brand new and fresh that I just think I lost my like care for like trying to be an executive or somebody who knew how to do it right. I think I don't know, she was just so sweet and new, and I had seen her as a public as at the Coachman, and I had seen her with just her friends, all these local young Clearwater, you know, kids that were all kids of Scientologists. Not all of them were kids of Sea Org members. They were just, so eventually they recruit these kids that they have been grooming in their family. Like, this is how you treat people. This is how, you know, this is how people join the Sea organization when they, how do I say this? When they have been groomed by their own Scientology parents that, just join, go on the purification, do TRs and objectives, just beginning basic courses, do the basic study manual, do the student hat, do the Hubbard qualified Scientologist, whatever it is. They have them on this, and this is like, the kids have already been hearing without them knowing or realizing it. They've already been hearing like, while they were young children, baby Scientologists, their normal language and behavior would be like, mommy needs a touch assist. I got to go in session. Hey, knock it off. Hey, honey, that's you're being banky. Stop traumatizing. So this was the norm. This was like, I'm like so heated right now. I'm like, I can go on a million rolls of everything I need to talk about, but I'm trying to get to like, how do people come in like Kristi, this beautiful fucking angel, came in, she was a public Scientologist, but I came in born and raised in it, like a Sea Org member slave. So I had no reflection or example of what the normal outside world is, including the legal laws of like regular basic child laws, like, minor law. What's a minor? We didn't know anything about this. I need to take this slow, but I really get pumped up about this, and we need to talk about this. And I'm doing this for Kristi and her goddamn family. And I don't want to rush it, and I want to explain it so that this is on the record for all families. This is what happens when you ever let your niece, your cousin, your fucking anybody join Scientology. They are eventually going to try to make you join the Sea Org. They're going to make you think that, wow, me wanting to be an actress or a ballet dancer or this is so evil and bad compared to joining the Sea Org to help all of mankind on earth. And how selfish of you for not joining the Sea Org. They almost make it seem like, what's your excuse for not joining the Sea Org? And the sad thing is I had to recruit a lot of people on that exact like pitch. That's how I'd pitch it. I'd be like, what's your excuse for not joining the Sea Org? You want to be an actor? And the thing about Scientology is, even in the womb as a baby, my parents were being like, oh, come on. What is that? That's out of valence. That must have been, you're acting like, are you being restimulated? You're acting like some other person or something. Like, nothing is yourself. Like, you're acting like something else if you're not just acting like a Scientologist. So I can't imagine. This is a personal thing, of course. I immediately go into myself and I go, I cannot understand how a world is allowing Scientology to bring in kids to Scientology, and they do it literally before people are even being born. Like, before I was born, my mother and father, obviously I have an older brother and a sister, and they were born in Canada. While like the group, it's just so crazy to me. I am a spiritual person. I do feel, I don't even want to say believe, I feel that there's a bigger energy and connection. And so to me, knowing that I had a brother and sister earlier born in Canada, and trust me, I'm going to go on a tiny bit of a roll here. But it comes back to Kristi. Born and raised in Canada, right? My whole family. And then the only time that I come to Los Angeles, the only reason I was even thought of or conceived, whatever you want to call it, while that happened, being in love was all Scientology. This was like my mom and dad were in Toronto organization in Canada, and my mother was the HAS, which is like the senior officer over the ethics, communication, and recruitment division in Canada. And that's how she met my father. And then she had my brother, and then she had my sister. And then she got pregnant with me and moved to Los Angeles, knowing that she was never going to go back to Canada because her mission was to be an executive of fucking Scientology, which she's still doing 40 years later today, stuck at some fucking compound base at Gold Base, has had cancer, has had arthritis, so many fucking things. Again, I'm not going to make this about me, but I'm trying to give you guys a reflection. So I was born and raised as a cadet at the Int Ranch, knew nothing about the outside world. I come to Clearwater. I joined the EPF that they're saying I need to do so I can learn the outside public Scientology organization, right? I do everything. I finish the EPF. I do all, I like, yeah, you can go back to my other streams and you can hear all about that. And I'll do more streams in the future. But back to Kristi, I already knew the process of you join the EPF, you get through these courses, then you start at this lower level job. And then once you're good at that, then they start to groom you and program you up. So I had already done that. And then when I went to CMO, I got demoted from CMO a year or two later or whatever, because it was about 2 years after I'd done my EP. Yeah, because I was in HCO and then went to the CMO EPF, the CMO Commodore's Messenger Org, which is a very private organization. They have a higher level and they are meant to be like representatives of L. Ron Hubbard. They're messengers of L. Ron Hubbard. So like there's a CMO INR, there's a CMO HAS, there's somebody, a HAS over, there's the same organization structure in a higher level over all these organizations. So I also went through that. I went to CMO, then I ran for the leader and the executives of the church during a special mission. I was the flag group programs op. I literally took over Jenna Miscavige's job as she was being interrogated and fucking completely abused and neglected and told you're a suppressive bitch. And that like any decision she wanted to make was so selfish. Right? I took over her job while she was being interrogated. There's so much to this. So then I get demoted from this position because I was flirting with Tiziano Lugli. Let's be very clear here. Tiziano Lugli, who was a public Scientologist, and he's a musician, and his family, I'm not sure the exact things of it, but his family made the uniforms for David Miscavige. So one time when I was in CMO CW, thank you, Jackie. Whew, one time when I was in CMO CW, I was running for all the execs. I am going to light my joint, and all y'all are welcome to smoke weed with me as we go through this in loving memory of Kristi. But I was running for the executives. I was on the third floor of the WB. I'm not sure what WB stand for. I used to remember, but I don't think. Oh my God, I almost got it. No. Clearwater building, I don't know, whatever. The WB was away from Coachman. It's a little bit down from the Coachman building and the Fort Harrison Hotel. It's like a little bit further down. And it was only for CMO and RTC. I'm on the third floor of this building that only CMO and RTC are allowed to be in. And fucking oh my God, what's her post title? Veronica, her post title was DCOI deputy commanding officer, whatever. She comes into the thing. She's over all the services department for the executives and making sure all their uniforms and all the messengers and the EPFers are of CMO are, you know, ironing the shirts correctly. Like she's right below the commanding officer of CMO. So she comes into the private kitchen on the fucking slave organization 3rd floor, and she grabs my arm. She goes, "Get in the hall. Go now. They're calling you." And I was like, "What? They're calling me?" She was like, "Dave Miscavige is calling you." Not Dave. She would never say that. She said DM because we would use code words. I had a little radio Nextel, my little 14, 15-year-old self. Anyways, long story fucking shorter. It was like Dave Miscavige comes out and he's wearing this new black uniform, short sleeve, like, the bars and all that, and all black, and like, whoa, it looked completely different from the normal white, wannabe, I guess you would say like the C uniforms, like how the normal whatever C uniforms would be. And they're like, "What do you think about Dave Miscavige? What do you think about Mr. What?" He came out and he was like, "What do you think when you see this?" And I was like, my heart was pounding. I was like, "Oh my God, what if I say the wrong thing?" But then, I don't know, I was being me. And I was brainwashed in my mind. And I thought, damn, that looks way better than this tacky, shitty fucking C uniform, the white, with the skirt and all that. It looked all black and awesome with the freaking bars, and it just looked cool and different and fresh and like futuristic. And I was like, wow. I was like that, and that's what I said. I was like, wow, it looks very slick. I forget what I said, but I used slick and futuristic. And they were like, "Thank you, you're good." That was like a pass. Okay, getting back to that. I was in this organization. The reason I got demoted is because I was flirting while being a CMO flag crew programs operator, taking over the slave job for Jenna Miscavige. I started flirting with this guy, Tiziano Lugli, and his family made those uniforms for David Miscavige. So their families are very intertwined with the executive structure of fucking Scientology. And here I am, little horny 15-year-old CMO messenger, never known the outside world at all. And I see this good-looking guy playing piano in the restaurant that I'm supposed to be doing a whole program to flip and make freaking a restaurant again. So anyways, long story longer, I got demoted from that because I was flirting. Somebody, the receptionist who also was flirting with him, wrote a knowledge report, tattletelling me on it. Yeah, exactly. Flirting. Wow, flirting. And so they wrote a knowledge report on me, and then I eventually got demoted. So the whole point is everywhere I went, there's some connection to the people I knew in the Sea Org, Scientologists, public Scientologists, and internal Sea Org members, and then executive people. I did and worked with them all. When I got demoted from CMO and for flirting, they put me in dishwashing in the CB, which was Clearwater building, which is where all the people in Clearwater ate and where OSA did their shit on the 2nd floor. What was I getting to that? So yeah. So when I finally was allowed to leave dishwashing from the Clearwater building, they put me back on the EPF. But they call it category B, means I'm doing the EPF again. And I've already been in the EPF and I've already done everything, but I'm back on to just relearn how to be a Sea Org member, apparently. And on this time is when I saw that this public, Kristi, this young, sweet little angel babe, was literally getting recruited constantly. And she would go on course, and then and like so many times I would just see her, even through my CMO career and when I was in HCO being a recruiter. And I literally would see her just constantly getting recruited. And I'm sure so many of her friends were always recruited and everything. So she ended up they finally recruited her. They got I don't know what happens. I have a family member here. I do have a family member here that we're all going to hear from. I'm not going to show her face, but her name is Sophie. And we're going to be able to talk about the details. But I just wanted to lay down my perspective before I brought her up so that people will understand. I couldn't believe that this loving, sweet, like she had her hair done. She was just so beautiful, and like her beautiful fucking smile, like everything. And I was just like, oh, it took a lot for them to get her to finally say, okay, fine, I'm going to sign this billion-year contract and fucking give up everything to join the Sea organization. So let me just, I hope that gives a structure of it. I couldn't believe like, oh, now this public, which I saw all the time. This wasn't just with Kristi. There were so many people that were public. And then later they joined the EPF. And I was like, how do these public that literally live in the outside world go from that to join the Sea Org, where I was always in the back of my mind, like, I would kind of love to have been like them so I could have a choice to like do music or ballet or whatever I wanted. And so to me, it just felt so tragic that all these people would always be recruited so falsely into the Sea Org on so many false lies. And then at the end, it's like, oh, it doesn't matter if people were lying to you. In the end, you join because you want to change the world, right? So I saw that. I saw her being a public while I was an executive and everything. She was having fun, just like, you know, and same with her family members. They would come in and I would also know people in LA. Remember, I left the ranch. I would know people that were couch surfing. And so I got to know other younger public Scientologists when I was in LA as well. And so later, and this is way later after Clearwater, after I left the Sea Org. And I would meet these people, and we'll get into it, and I'll bring up on the photos what I'm talking about. I would meet certain people that later I found out that Kristi had been dating or was with or whatever. And so I was just like, what? These are all Scientologists. So the whole life of this human being that needs to be talked about is an example of exactly what happens to public kid Scientologists, that like I say, I didn't have any out view. Like I was born in fucking, like I said, already knowing my mom was going to be in the Sea Org, and I was born here in LA. My whole family's like pretty much from Canada. I don't know anybody in my family that's not from Canada. I'm the only one from LA. She knew what she was doing. You know what I mean? There's a whole thing. So Kristi's parents knew what they were doing. Kristi's family knew what was going on. Some of them disagreed with it. Some of them were like worried. Some of them were like, yeah, wow, you're so amazing. So what I'm saying is that whether you're born baby in the Sea Org, whether you're a born and raised cadet, whether you're a fucking child of Scientologists that are so dedicated and fucking brainwashed to Scientology behaviors that if they must do something that harms or affects their child or their family, they will do it if it's the greater good for Scientology or the best thing for somebody to be on course or be a Scientologist. If somebody's not allowing you to be a Scientologist, you need to get rid of them. I think I kind of cleared that. Okay, so I'm going to bring up Sophie. I hope Sophie, sorry, I hope I didn't talk too long. Can you hear me, Sophie?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hell yes. And thank you, honey, for being here. And I'm so glad we're doing this.
I'm so happy to be here and doing this with you and to just share Kristi's name and what she's been through.
Yes. Oh, and there's going to be a bunch of questions, I'm assuming, especially from me. And I hope that, did you kind of understand that? Like with me being like born in the Sea Org, how I saw her as from a whole different view that doesn't even come from the outside world.
No, yeah, she was born and raised in it too, also. So she was born into it. Her mom joined it when she turned 18.
But when you say born and raised in it, she was born and raised in it in a whole different way, where where she was, I mean, we'll get to it, but I was born and raised in it where I was completely separated from the ranch with a bunch of other kids in the Sea Org, not even knowing what the outside world was about.
Yeah.
And here you have Kristi, who was born and raised in it. And we're not talking about the Sea Org. We're just talking about Scientology. Like, she didn't even understand. Would you say she didn't even understand a life that didn't have Scientology in it?
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, she grew up in it, and that's all she knew. She didn't know anything outside of it. There was nothing else outside of Scientology for that whole entire family.
So I just want people to, I'm going to, where do you, like, where would you want to kind of start with this? I'm going to show some pictures of Kristi. I want people to know, like, who she is. There's a lot of people watching and a lot of people on the replay that are going to watch this. And they're going to be like, oh, wait, I knew her. That's exactly what happened when certain people were talking to me. And when I just was like, what? R.I.P. Kristi? It was like, I just remember seeing that right? She died in 2018.
Yeah, June 6th of 2018.
See, and I was just like, what the fuck? How did that happen? How did that happen? You know?
Insane.
Like, imagine me, yes, doing my own thing, leaving Scientology and CMO, but like, how did that happen? That Kristi, what? And so I want people to know what happened. And I want it to be on the record for her sake and for the future of exposing Scientology and their criminal fucking behaviors.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
So can we do, what did you know? Let me ask you this. What did you know about Kristi? I mean, you're related to her, but what did you know about her before she was getting ready to like join the Sea Org?
She was the best.
She was just very present. I remember her always being present before she got extremely
Harassed to join Sea Org.
well, yeah, you can hear my mom harassed to join the Sea Org. And I just remember, like, she was around all the time. I was always with her. And then just one day she just wasn't. And it was really rare to see her. And I remember, like, being really heartbroken about that because, you know, I looked at her like another mother figure because she was always around and she treated me like her own baby. And just one day she just disappeared and I just kind of never saw her.
And you mean disappeared like you were in Clearwater?
No. Like, because we all grew up in like SoCal, Orange County, all of that. And she lived in Orange County for the longest time. And then I think it was when I want to say it's around the time she met her fiance that she was with. She kind of just moved out and she kind of like barely showed up because I feel like that's when she got the most involved. Was when she met her fiance and started seeing him and dating him. That's
and her fiance. Actually, I'm gonna bring this picture up. Hold on, let me move this. This is, you're talking about Timothy?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna bring this image of them. So I knew Timothy after I left the Sea Org and I came to LA. So it's pretty crazy that this was all happening. Like, this is crazy. Can you see this?
Yeah, we can see it. Okay.
So it was pretty crazy that, do you understand? Like, I was literally like, how did this happen? She joined the Sea Org. Then what? What happened? How did she meet Timothy?
Oh, I don't know.
I have no idea. I think
was it before the EPF?
Because I don't know, because like I told you, when I was involved with it for a little bit when I was really young, my like auditor was his brother, and I can't. So that was in like Orange County.
You remember the auditor's name?
Rory.
Rory.
That was his brother, yeah. And I remember seeing her too there. I remember we were done with auditing, and I remember going downstairs, and she was there. And I don't know if she was already dating him or not.
I don't know. This was the South Coast Mission.
The South Coast Mission.
Yeah.
And I just know it was around 2014, maybe she met him, 2015. And I know he comes from a very wealthy family. That's what I remember.
What's
And
his name again?
the which one? The guy she dated or
Yeah.
the brother? So it's Timmy is the guy she dated, and then Rory is the brother that I did auditing with for a bit.
Okay. I just want it on the record so that if people in the replay, they'll be like, oh, yes, I know exactly what was going on. Oh, I knew Timmy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I know she started seeing him, and then I remember she started living with him. And yeah, it was definitely around the time they started seeing each other. We started seeing her less because I told you I spent the whole year of when I was 8 years old.
And this was in Clearwater?
No, in
LA.
California. Yeah, like
Yeah.
County,
Okay.
LA.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Keep going.
And yeah, so I don't even remember where I was. We
I
were
was just asking like how Timmy got involved. So, but she didn't know Timmy before she joined the EPF, right?
I
Or
was
did she?
dumbfounded when I first saw him at
Was
the
that?
I was dumbfounded because he's so small. And I don't I was like, what is this?
Oh no, she always dated the most like
Oh my
tall,
God.
buff guys, and then Timmy was like a whole like, oh, this is like not the
She
type you usually go for.
she had the most hottiest hot guy, Amar, was before that, but everybody was throwing a fit because he wasn't a Scientologist and he was Iraqi.
I was gonna say, was he not a Scientologist?
No, he
Not a
wasn't.
Scientologist, but
And he was the
so
nicest
pretty.
guy.
Oh my God.
So do you think sorry, do you think Scientology ended their relationship? The nice guy?
Probably my sister did it. Her mother.
Okay. Let's talk quickly about what happened with Kristi. How did she die?
She shot herself in the chest when she was alone after arriving in Clearwater to their house.
But it wasn't even in the chest. It was kind of aiming in the stomach.
It was like I think I read it was under her like left breast into like her rib cage kind of area. That's where supposedly she had shot herself. And I don't know, that just seems crazy to me cuz in like I don't know. I don't want to like say something wrong, but that just seems like a crazy like way to like want to end your life is to like
Here, I'm gonna make it easier for you. Anything that we're saying on this channel and about Kristi, this is our own personal opinions and private opinions and ideas and whatever. So there you go. This is, you can call it alleged, you can call it whatever. This is what we're putting out so that the world knows. And if there's other people that relate to what we're saying, they can also find their truth in this. They can also go and also support Kristi by filing real facts and truths about what happened legally. So yes, go ahead and say what you want. And you can just say, in my opinion, I think this happened.
Or allegedly.
in
Or
my
allegedly.
opinion, I just think that
But I just did it for you. Whatever she's saying is alleged and it's her thing and it's her choice. It doesn't mean it's true or not. This is what we're fucking exposing.
it just seems so weird to me that she would shoot herself in the chest area.
And she had tried to supposedly commit suicide by taking pills.
Yeah, a year prior it was stated.
And why would he and then she was telling me
Wait, can I, sorry, I'm going to interrupt a lot. I'm very good at that. How long before was she like taking pills? And then how long was the gunshot?
the gunshot was about a year later, but I was wondering, we were talking about guns and fun stuff, and she said she was watching a lot of true crime and how to get away with murder or something like that, because she wasn't allowed to go back to the Sea Org, and hang out there with him because she had left the Sea Org. She went there, she said, to protect Sophie, and I did tell her, I go, nothing's being changed. The laws aren't being changed that you wanted to change. I don't see any difference. I said, I think the best difference for Sophie would be if you were here with us. And then I called like a day later and she wasn't there. And I demanded, where did you send my daughter, my niece? And they put they said that she left and went home, and then they apologized to me. Like, I was like, oh, damn it. Like, I cared that she wasn't there anymore, but it's not true. I really was racing over to her parents' house to see her.
Right. So excited.
Yeah, they were trying to keep it a secret. She was going to jump out of a box for the family like the next day, but I could not wait. And they were trying to lie and say she wasn't there, but she came out smiling from the doorway and came to me because
And this is after she got away from the Sea Org.
yeah. But no,
I need to pause you here. Like, I'm literally visualizing that whole scenario. And I can't tell you, I didn't have family to go run and do that to. And I was literally running off the base to go hang out with like Larissa and Scott Carr and like random Ben and like these random people, the public. And I can guarantee you that Kristi was one of their friends at the house that I went to.
Kristi did have other people that she hung out with that went to regular school and weren't Scientologists. And
I'm talking about all Scientology kids. I would have never known anybody that was not a Scientologist. So, but like Scott Carr, Sonny, there was all these people that she was friends with.
Everybody was friends with her.
She had like 200.
A bright spirit. Like, I'm going to show some more pictures, but yeah, please also keep talking. I'm such a weirdo, and I'll mute myself because I want people to hear Kristi's story since she cannot fucking explain. And anything we're saying is just, this is what Scientology hates, is real connection and real exposure about real people's lives that have been fucking destroyed from Scientology and the Sea Org. So sorry. I'm not sorry. And so and I'm going to show a bunch of pictures, and I want people to really recognize her and be like, if you knew her, speak up, put comments of what you know at any point. And if there's something you really want to reveal that was abusive about it, that you could actually take to court, that we could take to court for her against Scientology, please do that. Put it in the comments and then put below the timestamp right on the video. Be like, oh, in this picture I was, whatever you know, you do that. Or I'm going to sneeze.
I wouldn't even know,
But, and no, I'm just saying for people on the replay that know Kristi and they know Timothy and Kristi's relationship or anything about that, like how that was so controlled and so abusive, that needs to be spoken out about. That needs to be talked about so that the authorities can actually be like, we're doing the beginning work for them to really fucking investigate everything about this situation. It's not okay. This has happened so many times and to so many people have unalived themselves, and it's just, oh, it was a suicide. No. Like, how does a church claim that they're helping so many people when there's so many suicides? Oh, they unalive themselves with a shotgun. That literally sounds like
it was a handgun. I don't think it was a shotgun.
Or a handgun. No, but I'm saying, like, it sounds like the suicide of the leader's mom, like her mom. Like, so anyways, that's just me on my own investigative shit. But it just is bullshit. And there's so many policies where L. Ron Hubbard said, like, there's so many, even his son talks about, his own son talks about how L. Ron Hubbard would absolutely use murder and say it was a suicide. And that it was okay as long as it was to keep Scientology going or to stop anybody from infiltrating or taking over, like rooting.
I was just dumbfounded. I'm sorry. I was dumbfounded that she said Timmy got guns and she likes the guns. And I said, I love shooting guns as well. And we were talking like that on our text messages and sometimes regular telephone. And then she apparently was in the hospital and, because of the stomach was bothering her from taking the pills. There's a rumor that she had an abortion. I thought maybe it was a Mars. And so maybe that upset her so much. I was thinking, you know what I mean? That she needed extra help. So she went out of her way to go clear. And
Oh
this
yeah, let me show that
is
picture.
allegedly that
Alleged. We're all alleging, and also this is a family member speaking out, guys. These people are going through so much fucking shit. Like, I can't say too much. I just can't. And I want the world to know that this is so unacceptable. And this isn't just one person's life. This is so many people's lives in Scientology when they make somebody give up on themselves. And they either, like, it's just, oh my God.
to me, none of it makes sense why she went there.
Doesn't make sense.
And 2 days after, my daughter's birthday, she kills herself on the 6th. And she had just told me she can't wait to see her graduate. And that she said she was coming back in a year. She was just trying to like do something with Timmy over there, waiting for Timmy.
Fucking
But
Timmy.
then she wasn't allowed on Sea Org property, I think, because she had left the Sea Org. So she had to stay in.
Right. You're not allowed to be. That's
She had to stay at
absolutely right.
Dunedin.
What's that?
Dunedin, that city.
Okay.
And it's just so strange.
Somebody knows what you're talking about. Like, I was only allowed to know certain things. So when I want to say Dundon, but I don't think that's right.
I know. I don't like it. It's like I would say Irish name.
I just have my theories about what happened to her.
Yeah, please go.
Like, in my opinion, if you are dating, engaged to someone, and you know that they have like depression, suicidal, like, why would you leave a gun out in the open and leave her alone with it, loaded
with ammo
inside of it? Like,
I can't tell you how many guys, you know, I'm a crazy anti-Scientologist because they're so gross, and I was born and raised in all of that internally. So she reminds me of somebody that would have been doing what I'm doing if she fucking had the fucking ability to do it and say it and talk to you guys about it.
Yeah.
Like,
I was waiting.
You can't talk about what happened even today, you know?
Yeah.
But that's how deep it goes, is that if her mother says it's this way, it's that way. It's not her choice anymore, whether she's 19 or 20. It doesn't matter, or 21, whatever. It's not her choice when it comes to Scientology.
And she was so young, too. She was 26 when she killed herself. She would have been 34 today.
Nobody believed it when we first heard.
Nobody. Yeah. I was literally like, no, not her. Look, I'm gonna, like, not her, not this fucking angel.
She just was always such a ray of sunshine. You would have never guessed that something was going on.
She made you feel like
cool.
She had the
and sweet.
I was at peace with her.
Yeah.
You know? Super. And I told her she's one of the greatest people in my life besides my daughter.
Oh.
And we were nonstop together, like all the time. And she made everybody feel really special. But she would tell me it was her brother, her dad, and me that she loved the most. And which really pissed off her sister and mom, probably, and other people. But this is what she repeatedly told me. And everybody else said that all she did was talk about me and Sophie.
Yeah, at her funeral, I think I had at least like 100 people come up to me saying, I've heard so much about you from her. And I was just like, whoa, this is a lot of people that know who I am because of her. But it made me feel special to hear that even though I never like saw her anymore like I used to, she still like spoke about me to people, and she still loved me, and she still cared for me.
Because Scientology keeps you busy and keeps you away from people.
Yes, like you're lucky that she even, not lucky, that's not the right word. What an honor that she could fucking quickly get a call into you. And that means she was just letting you know, like, I always think about you, but I got to get back to work. It's kind of like that.
She called me every day from this year.
See, you were her little fucking stable datum, as they say.
I really thought she was going to leave or break up with Timmy, and that I would give her some help.
And guess what? We almost do. That's why I protest every day. Like all the time. I'm like, sometimes they'll hate me, and one day they'll be like, I hate her, but I want to leave now, and I might call that number.
I mean, do what you want in life, but some people, I think their minds can't handle what you go through with Scientology, and other people are I have the hiccups. Other people are fine, but some people cannot handle the auditing. Maybe makes them go nuts. I don't know.
No, it absolutely does. It's a mixture of hypnosis, mind control, and then literally forced. You're not allowed to leave sessions. You're not allowed to, you know what I mean? Like you're under this normal control spell that you're used to. The whole group's doing it. Everybody. Oh, if you're told to get sec checked, you got to go in and get sec checked. Oh, if security says get off the sidewalk and go, you go in and get off the sidewalk. You go in. You don't backflash. Everything is controlled. It's a whole nother fucking world. When I was going to start this live stream, not this live stream, but like when I was going to start doing live streams, I wanted to call it the Planet of Scientology. I wanted to call my TV station Planet of Scientology, because it's literally like mentally you are in your own planet, right? Don't you feel that even when you're even an outside family member, you're like, oh, well, this is how you deal with that. That's how my parents and my family members of my parents respond to me, because they can't feel free to just talk to me about everything, because they're still programmed into Scientology's fucking toxic poison. They literally spill into all you can't. Oh, well, we know her mother is working really hard and she's an executive. So don't disturb her. Otherwise, they're not going to let you, they're going to send those letters back to you, or send the press, or they're not going to have her available for you on a phone call if you're distracting her. It's crazy. So my non-Scientology family members, they won't talk to me because they know I'm a declared SP. Isn't that fucked up? And they're never, ever, ever were involved in Scientology. Just to maybe get a letter or a phone call from my mom once or twice a year.
I just did stuff. I really wanted my sister to love me and get closer with her. I guess kind of like Leah Remini's sister. How she would say she dabbled, or I don't know. I picked and chose stuff that I thought was good. And then I really wanted to do the Purif. I did the Purif. And then I got really sick. I shouldn't have been in the Purif. I got sick and I developed MS, and I couldn't walk one day. And I was telling them I can't handle being in this every day. I need to go home and go to sleep.
Wait, can I ask you, first of all, you don't have to answer anything you don't want. I just want to say that. How old are you? And also, how old were you when you're talking about doing the Purif?
Sophie was 2, and I had her so let me think, I was 34.
Okay.
And I don't want to tell you how old I am now.
Okay, so you don't have to do that. I want to know, and how old was Sophie when she did the Purif?
Not Sophie. Sophie didn't do the Purif. She was 2.
Sorry, Kristi.
Oh, and
there's all these names.
With Kristi too.
What's that?
I was twinning with Kristi.
Wow.
They put us together, and we were supposed to do the bull baiting and the TRs and objectives, and I'm so glad we didn't.
So Kristi was 16?
That's what I mean. So Kristi was
16. Yeah, she was a minor.
Yeah,
doing the purification rundown.
Yeah.
And you were her twin on the Purif.
Yeah.
Ew, I said Purif. It's just, chat knows. It's like,
that's what it is.
Trying to unbrainwash me. I'm trying. I am unbrainwashed, but the language, especially when we're talking about the subject, I immediately go and I'm like, oh, was she sent to, ethics? Was she, was that an FPRD?
We both got sent to ethics. We got on each other's nerves.
Okay, hold on. Wait. I'm joking, but also being serious. So you were twinning with Kristi on the Purif. What was this at Celebrity Center, or was this in Clearwater?
Tustin Org.
On
Red Hill and Irvine, which isn't there anymore.
This is crazy. Okay. And so then she's 16. How old were you? You were 34.
Mm-hmm.
Doing the Purif.
Mm-hmm.
Ew, I said Purif again. This disgusting purification rundown, which they demand children and adults to do at the same time. Can you explain a little bit what that felt like doing that? Was there, for me, I always had bad, weird men hitting on me
Oh
or
my God, yes.
older women hitting on me. And I would call it, I was like, I just felt like I needed to keep my TRs in and that this person was flushing something out, getting something. So, but really what's happening is she's literally an older woman hitting on me and I'm like a fucking 10-year-old kid.
I wasn't gonna tell you about this one, like,
Well,
but
now
this
you are.
super, super duper rich guy apparently was getting it done there. So everybody was catering to him and he was super sweaty. And I remember telling Kristi, could you imagine him having sex? Ugh. And then
Yeah, really.
and then she was like, ew, auntie. So, and he put his toes on my butt cheeks in the sauna and he was like tapping his feet like
She's kneading the air like how cats do to try and demonstrate.
Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, is it funny? Is
and
that
I'm
funny?
like so shocked and I didn't want to like
What did you do? Did you say anything?
he said I really liked my body and blah blah blah. So and I
He said this in the sauna.
yeah.
He's like, he's kneading you like old man
With
toes,
his toes
paws in your fucking butt, kind of.
on my butt
And
cheeks.
saying you have a nice body.
Yeah. He was really digging his
I
toes
really
into
need
my
to know
butt
what
cheeks.
happens. Do you go stop that? You're being aberrated, or do you report it? Did you write it in your notes to the CS and to the? Because that's also something people
didn't.
don't realize that children and adults, whoever's doing the purification rundown, they have to mark anything that happens going on in their sweating, if they got turbulated, or if they were happy, whatever. They have to say if
Well,
they
he was
threw
so
up.
rich, he was being catered to. So
So that's what I want to get to. So you had elderly men in the same sauna of all kinds of adults
he was
and
young.
kids.
He was young. He wasn't that old. He
I'm
was.
sorry, I was thinking about the guy doing that to me, and there was many older men in the thing. I felt so fucking weird.
I mean, I was just like telling Brandy, my niece, who was watching Sophie while I did this, and she was too. And I was doing. I said, have David, my husband, Sophie's dad, bring me flowers or something. Well, to the Purif, that was my way of trying to get that to stop. Oh, and we played Bubble Bobble. Is it Bubble Bobble? Pop, that thing that pops. We were playing it like maniacs, like just kept popping it, and made him go nuts.
Wait, what are you talking about? You mean, I don't know what you're talking about.
In the Pure, we were playing a board game.
Oh, okay.
One with the dice and you pop it.
Yeah, so people don't know this, but when you have to be in the purification rundown every day for 5 hours in the sauna. Like people don't get that sometimes. So I want to be very clear about that.
We were getting our aggression out on this because we were getting irritated with each other too. We got sent to ethics. We had to sit in front of each other and stare at each other and I'm like, I can't just stare at you. I love you. And she was able to just keep her ethics in better.
Okay, so there's this whole thing about ethics. And so that's what I want to get to. That's where I feel, when the child feels uncomfortable, or even the woman in the purification sauna, when somebody comes in, there's no boundaries. When you feel uncomfortable, you better get your own TRs in. You better figure it out, It has this very... What's that?
I would just always start laughing about everything because I thought it was hilarious.
And then the purification IC would come in and be like, what's going on in here?
They let us go all the time.
It's because, so they also pamper, I want to go on to that. They also pamper people who they know have a lot of money. And so they have to really get them groomed in, even if they're, anybody that, or not even a lot of money, just anybody well off that has passion and they want to strive. And so they have people, and so there's certain people that they'll let certain situations get away with because they're like, oh, we don't want to make him feel not wanted or uncomfortable, so they'll, you know, allow certain shit to slide, and that's just what happens.
Well, Kristi and I were just so upbeat together, except for during, like,
course.
we were really irritated at that time, but never happened again and never happened before. It was only because we were paired up for that crap, you know? And then I was just like telling Adam Whitworth, I can't, I gotta go home. I can't sleep here right now. Everything is on my nerves. So I was at my sister's house, and because she's down the street from the org. And so I drove back. I had some good sleep, and then I made myself start up again. And then I realized I'm done, and that was it. And they routed me out.
Wow. And so you didn't finish it?
No, I did. I mean, but I was like, I think I'm only going to feel worse. It was the MS coming out because the heat makes it worse.
What happened with Kristi then?
Kristi routed out like without telling me, like a week before me.
Were you guys twins?
Yeah, but she didn't tell me. I told you we were irritated, but we still loved each other.
Right. No, I know. I literally did the same. I was on the PRIF and everything, or twinned with somebody on TRs, and I loved them. And then all of a sudden, once you're doing it, you're like, get all. And then when you're done with it, you're just like, okay, I love you. It's so fucked up. They really fuck your personal life up.
Yeah.
Okay, so you both don't finish the PRIF.
No, she finished. Whatever. I did it. I did it for over a month. Forget it. I'm done.
That's what I mean. You were, what do they call it? You were no case gain. You're a no case gain.
I don't like that. Don't say
They're just saying that's what it is. But that means that what it really means is that you're not susceptible to Scientology's bullshit. You're not gaining any case because you're like, yeah, this ain't working for me.
I mean, I thought I cleaned myself out of drugs, and that's what I wanted to do.
I still think I cleaned myself out. I don't know.
I just thought that something was going on with my body at the time, and I wasn't getting sleep. So I'm like, I need to go I need to just stop this sauna shit for a bit, you know? And I felt better. And I was like, I
probably saved your fucking life.
Yeah. Did you hear like Tori Magoo? How she needed to take her medicine. I can't. Every time I hear that story, I'm just she's such a cutie. I'm glad she's around.
And it's just so crazy that people thought that.
That's Sophie and Kristi. They were always together. Always. And see how she wrapped those presents for Sophie for Christmas?
Oh, here, these ones?
Yeah, she did it herself. And each one was like a special meaning. Like it was like a...
Wow. See, she's so loving. Like,
oh
my God, she just knew how to do stuff and love. I think she loved love. Like, she just so loved.
Pizza parlor up above. That was the pizza parlor that we went to. And instead of being on my hip, she was usually on Kristi's hip, you know, which I was totally fine with because I'm like, yay. She has not just me, but she has Kristi, who's like the coolest, best person in the whole wide world.
Yeah, I was going to say, I would be okay with that.
She really loved Sophie, and she didn't care for babies, but she loved Sophie. And she said Sophie was the easiest baby.
It's just wild. I feel bad when people don't care for babies or kids, and because that come from or around Scientology, and I strongly believe that it's because of Scientology that they're like, oh well, I'm gonna be in the Sea Org, I won't have kids, but I love this child, you know? I don't know.
She wanted to not love babies, but I don't know,
because you can't have kids, right?
I get. Well, she wasn't in
Sea Org, you're not allowed to have kids.
I don't know what happened. She would have been so great at everything.
I'm just showing random photos of her because I want people to be like, oh my God, I knew her. Like she's so like, and what's crazy is there's so many people that know her. Like, that's what's crazy. there's so many people in our community and everything that know her, and this happens to so many Scientologists all the time, let alone Sea Org members, but Scientologists, like, you know, you're like, oh, where's that amazing bright spirit? All of a sudden it's like, oh, well, yeah, they're not here today.
She never got mad. You know that? She always kept her.
Yeah, I would never seen her mad, and I would never even think she could do that.
She never lost her temper.
Oh my God, it's too much. Can you tell me, okay, is there anything I'm not covering that you guys want to talk about at all, Sophie, or anything?
I don't know. I'm so tired.
I'm so
I've had
sorry.
really.
I've
had a hard day today.
I think, and
Okay,
this is me being pissed off. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I think her fiance was cheating on her, and I feel like the whole suicide thing was kind of a setup in a way, because she left the Sea Org, and the whoever she was, because you said, Mom, that he left early for Florida before her, and the picture of the engagement ring was June 1st of 2018. She had not yet left for Florida, and he was already in Florida, and he was hanging out with this girl. And then, you know, stalking his Instagram after she dies. Post of October of 2018, it's a picture with her. And then April of 2019 is a sonogram of an almost fully developed baby. And I'm like, oh my God, you were cheating on my cousin. No wonder you.
Why would he bring her
don't
there?
give two fucks that she's dead.
So she could shoot herself and do it in and be done in?
He didn't even go to her funeral. He didn't even show up for it. And it's like, how could you not show up for like your fiance's funeral?
That's disgusting. I didn't know about that. That makes me more fucking suspicious about fucking Timmy. That is not cool. Like, there's so much shit about that like.
Well, I thought that they had something at Flag for her, but the big thing was in Orange County, and he did not fly over.
If you love someone and you want to marry them, and you're gonna leave guns out for them when you know they're suicidal, and then they do kill themselves, and you're not even gonna go to the fucking funeral.
Yeah.
Like, hello? That just made me even more suspicious about him, because I loved every one of her boyfriends. Whoever came by, other than this one guy, did not like him. I did not like him at all. And then I remember the last time I saw her, it was June of 2017. And she took me out for my birthday, and it was going to be just us two, a cousin's day. She picked me up, and she was all happy. And then I remember she got a text or something, and she goes, so Timmy's going to be joining with us. And then her whole, like, attitude, whatever you want to say, changed.
Yeah.
And then he was there, and it was kind of like
control
of everything.
I'm just glad he gave me the cat.
No, yeah, the cat. The picture of the cat was her cat, Elliot. And they had a dog together too, the golden doodle that's in the photo.
Oh,
and
let me pull those up. Hold on, don't go so fast. Well, I'm gonna let me move these in. This one, hold on, present share. This one, right? The blonde golden doodle.
Yeah, that's Ruby. That was her dog.
Amazing.
And I want to point out the fact that
I remember these shorts. I know that's weird, but I remember
look at their shoes. She look at her shoes, if you can see them. I want them. Those are so cute, but they look like leather, don't they?
Yeah, they are. They are.
No, he said to my mom, he was like, if nobody takes the cat, he's going to the shelter. And we got the cat. We flew him out from Florida, and he looked like he was starved. And it's like, you're not taking care of her cat after she dies, and you're threatening to put her in him in the shelter, but you're going to take her dog with you and let her be your new family dog with your new family you created.
Is this cat, right?
Yeah, that's Elliot.
He's really shy. His name is Elliot.
He's so sweet.
He loves to sleep and cuddle right next to me, and Kristi said that he did that with her, so.
Okay, sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you, Sophie. I just was remembering the cat photo.
Yeah, he's a sweetheart.
She had double sets of eyelashes, rows, like.
Yes, I remember that.
And it looked like she had a ton of mascara on, and she never did, or eyeliner.
She had thick eyelashes.
It was like
bushy eyebrows. I loved it. I loved it. I mean, so many people want that today. That's so crazy.
She didn't think she was the pretty one. She thought it was Brandy. And I remember telling her secretly in her room, I go, you don't understand. You're the pretty, really pretty one. Like, because Brandy looked like a tall, skinny pink Barbie. And my sister would dress her up really cute too. But she'd buy all these clothes. And Kristi said that she only had one pair of jeans because nothing ever fit her short legs. So Brandy got all the clothes and she would not have anything, really for herself. But she started to get into her own outfits and shoes, and it was really cool. I liked her style when she got
did too. I remember her dark makeup. I loved it.
Oh, and she was thinking that those spots on her face were hideous, and I'm like, are you crazy?
Like, literally, people get tattoos and shit like this to pretend it's like a cute little freckle or whatever.
Yeah.
She was so beautiful.
Happy when I said it to her.
Gorgeous. It's so gross. The truth of this is that Scientology destroys people like this.
I feel like she didn't kill herself.
I agree with you. I want to investigate more. That's so gross that Timmy didn't go to. That is so gross to me.
And she was in the bathtub.
Makes me very suspicious.
And then there was blood.
And I knew Timmy, by the way. I knew Timmy.
I feel bad for, like, for everything and everybody all around.
I'm going to investigate this more. I'm not.
Scientologists are good people mostly. They all want to do the right.
They come in with good hearts. I believe that.
They really are. And I hate seeing them getting attacked.
Afila, how old was she?
Afila 8. She was 26 when she died. What were we just saying?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Sorry.
I have no clue what you're saying either. I zoned out. I'm not going to lie.
I'm zoned out too because I had a hell of a day with my sister. It was terrible today.
I'm trying to think.
We were just saying that she, if she, with Timothy and everything, if she, like, I was just saying.
You were saying you don't think she killed herself.
Yeah, you don't think she killed herself, and I'm saying I'm going to investigate it more.
After. I feel like someone came in after and made it look that way.
Well, I know it was stated that there's a suicide note, and it's like, that could have just been some sort of note, or it could have been, I believe Scientology can do anything that they want and get away with it.
Covered in blood.
And wait, let's talk about that. What do you mean?
It was like 3 pages or something, and all she mentioned was Timmy and his mom thanking them, and I feel like because they're high ranking or very important because of the money, I thought in my mind that they had to be cleared of all wrongdoing if anything ever happened. And then no family was mentioned. None of us. I'm like, she didn't say nothing to none of us, and it was just Sophie's birthday. What the hell? She just talked to me. This doesn't happen. And I don't know. It did look like her signature, but the rest of the writing, usually she like does sections and will write one way and then a completely different way,
Mm-hmm. I do that.
But Brandy goes, I know that it's my sister's very bestest handwriting. I don't know.
Weird.
Nothing I could do about it because they cremated her over there in Florida, and nobody but my sister and, of course, another Scientologist went with my sister
to see her body.
She was cremated.
Yeah, she was cremated over there and brought back in a box, and then they planted a tree and buried her ashes in it underneath it at the house, which just got full. Yeah.
It's just, I keep looking at her photo and I'm like, it's so sad. There's so many times that I went through that exact thought process on so many different levels, and then how so many people that aren't here today that also went through what she's went through, where they felt that. And it's like, like it just fucking kills me that it's Scientology. Like that this is Scientology. This is what they're fake PR ads when they're like, you know, curious? No, we're not fucking curious. This is what you do.
I've heard some people say they're curious, and I'm like, oh, for fucking what? To get wrapped into it? I mean, it starts out really great, and then you're pressured really bad for 2 hours a day to come in, right? Is it 3 hours a day?
5 hours. Well, 5 hours if you're on the PRF.
I meant the studying courses.
Yeah, 2.5 hours every day.
And I was so flabbergasted. I could not handle how it read, how LRH talked. I'm like, this is so bad. Like it just drags out. And then I'm like, why doesn't he just talk like a normal person? They said they want you to be elevated to his smart level, basically. And I was like, this makes it difficult. And then you just got to do like little demos and stuff and prove you understood it. I was so like giddy when I was done with something. I really had I had floating needles because I'd be so happy it was done.
That's so funny. I remember like I'd always at certain points, and I'm sure Kristi did this too, if she just had to get through something like, okay, I'm so, just like make yourself feel so good, and then the needle would be like, okay, you're happy, you're good. It's so crazy how we even think about that though. Like, oh, we think that the needle and oh, it's really doing that. Like it's just so crazy.
Yeah. I mean, shit.
I'm so shocked about some of the stuff you've said though. Like in this like about her and Timothy being together and all his guns and shit, and that
How did he get them? Why did he buy them if she just tried to commit suicide? Why did he bring her over there and leave her alone with that stuff?
I'm telling you, I'm gonna investigate. Like that's not like there's way too much. This is very bad. And I am so as a birthday gift to her, I want to investigate more on this, and I'm going to.
But it's shut down, Ty. It's over. They just got the letter. You can get the letter.
There's a lot of things that we're allowed to, like FOIA requests. There's a lot of things that we can prove that we can open this up, and we can. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know.
She had just the pets, and she texted Timmy that she fed the animals, and then did it apparently. And then when he showed up,
she was on the bathroom floor.
Wait, say that again. Before what happened? She texted Timmy
that she fed the animals, and he said he'd be home, when he's done. I don't know how much later.
He got home around 10:30 or something like that.
She couldn't breathe. She said she said she couldn't breathe, and she was bleeding. And he said it says he took off her pants because I don't know what he thought, but the bleeding was under the shirt. So they couldn't find it, and put pressure on it. I think soon enough.
Yeah, I don't think they could find the gunshot wound fast enough.
Why would she shoot herself in the bathtub over there too? Is it? I know it's cleaner. And why? But why would she do that and close the door? And then she didn't have her phone anywhere near her to call for help. I don't understand. And then the blood all over the note. I don't get it. Like, don't you not care about the note?
Did you read the note?
I did. It was so upsetting to see it that.
Did it look like her handwriting?
It looked like her signature, but the rest of it, I'm like, it doesn't match all the other stuff I've seen written by her.
Do you still see? So all this has to be on record. I don't care who said closed case. Like it's always available for someone to investigate. That's so fucking suspicious and weird. There's so many suspicions to this that I didn't even know about even coming on this live stream that I'm like more interested in fucking knowing now.
Yeah, it was deemed a suicide by the Florida medical examiner.
Yeah.
And then
a word underlined deemed.
I mean, we could talk again for sure. I mean,
we will.
I already know now.
We'll do a part 2. We'll do a part 3. We can totally do that.
I'm so sad though, because I'm gonna lose the family that
And we're here for you for sure. And we've all been through that, where there's like, oh my God, just by doing a certain thing and caring for a certain person and being told you're not allowed to because you're not a Scientologist, or you attacked, or you said something negative. That's not okay. That's where we need to start fucking changing this. It's not okay.
I
Please.
think the majority of everybody is really good people.
I
You know
agree.
what I mean? And they don't know that they could have so much of a life. It makes me sad, but they want to give up their lives to do what they think is the best thing for everybody. And that's so honorable. But then there are some meanies, and I don't think that David Miscavige should have been running things after LRH. He wasn't supposed to. It was supposed to be more than one person. And
Yeah, it was going to be the Guardians. But also, I have a deeper thing with just L. Ron Hubbard being a fucking predator, fucking building all this organization and control just because he just loved it.
I was shocked by his teeth. I was like, what the hell?
Did you hear his son speaking about why his teeth, what he thought about what L. Ron Hubbard said about why, his teeth are like that? About the clam, and I'll send it to you later, but
oh no, I just started watching these things now.
I'll send you some stuff.
I literally did stay away and not look on at anything forever.
To me, it feels like he didn't want fucking anybody in the outside world of this Scientology organization to just do no. He didn't have the money when he didn't have teeth, and when he did have the money, he was running from the feds and hiding, so he didn't want them to fucking have any of his DNA, his teeth, nothing. He was so paranoid of everything. I think that's why he didn't do anything. I don't know. That's just my own opinion.
Well, I still love my family so much. I'm just really pissed off at my sister right now for what happened today. I hope I get to... That's another story for another day.
So, and we'll get there. We'll do it maybe whenever you're ready or whatever on part 2, part 3. We're here for you. There's a big community here, even for people under the radar and all that, and you know it. But I just want to say fucking happy birthday to Kristi. And she was so beautiful. She was so sweet to so many people. Sometimes she got in trouble for not being strong, angry enough or stern. She was so loving. And then I knew her as she was just out in the public world. And I had no idea this stuff was happening with Timmy. None of this shit.
At Bridge 1872, who has the time as a public to stay for 2 hours a day to study when you have a job in public.
Full-time job, yeah.
The thing is, for them, they usually have a job from a Scientology company, someone who's a Scientologist that has a company, and they make sure you can go and come back. It's all fine. You won't get fired for that. As a matter of fact, you have to. They would be in trouble if they didn't allow their workers to go do that.
Yeah, everybody that we know as Scientologists usually works for Scientology.
They work so hard.
Literally. I was
about to say that. It's a big web. Interconnected. They're very networky. And
it's not only that, they so Sea Org members have statistics and they have to meet quotas and they have to get these things. And so what happens
Thursday,
right? Thursday before 2, Friday night graduation. There's always something. And not only weekly, but then monthly. There's the March 13th event. There's the New Year's event. There's the Dianetics. Every 2 months, there's a big thing so they're constantly on this pressure. They're on eggshells, and literally your beautiful angel Kristi went to the fucking EPS. She did that. She got through that. She went in, she tried, she did it, and this is the result of this. This is the result of poor fucking, and I mean poor, like, what a poor angel baby. She should have had such a beautiful, like, imagine the mother, the everything she could have been. And this is just torn away because people are so sadly egotistical, and they fall into these groups and cults that think are fucking guiding that ego, and it's so gross. I just
It just makes me so sad because like
so sad.
We
I
had
don't know
it
what to
so good
say.
with her. We had it so good with
it
her.
just like breaks my heart because like I graduated on like high school like the day she died, and then it broke my heart because on a day that I should be celebrating the whole day, I'm just thinking, oh my god, she should be witnessing this, she should be here, I should have her here, but I don't because of Scientology, and I have to walk the stage hoping, you know, she sees me somewhere and she's with me in my heart and stuff, but like she should be here with me. And like I wish so bad. I remember I cried on my senior
I
prom
feel her
because
saying that to
she was
you
with
guys.
me.
Like, I feel her when I see this photo here. I feel her saying that. Look at her. Like, she's like, no, I want you with me. Like, I feel her saying that to you guys. And
That was her sister's wedding. Her brother got married at CC, which was beautiful.
at Celebrity Center,
Yeah.
you said CC, and I was like, you're saying the thing I think you're saying, right?
Yeah. Oh, well, you know what it is. Do we have to fix that for other people?
Yeah, because I want people to know that, like even when you make a remark like that, you're like, oh yeah, they got married. You said the brother got married at CC.
Mm-hmm.
And so I want the world to know what that means. And you think you're just making a little statement. But what happens to the world is they're like, God damn it. So the brother was also involved in all this. And then he thought he was so amazing and the marriage was so amazing that they got married at Scientology celebrities. Everything is Scientology world. I want that to be known.
He
I
is
want
so
that to
good,
be
though.
known.
You know that? He is such a good guy, and he's so funny, and I hope that him and his wife get pregnant and that they do come home.
Yeah, they have no kids.
I don't
They
want to
have,
I don't want to be fucked up, but like,
He doesn't want to, he says no.
Sophie, how do you know they haven't already gotten pregnant 5 times and forced abortion? That's a very big common thing in the Sea Org.
We don't know.
no, we have no idea.
Don't know, and I'm sorry to say that, but at a certain point, maybe, I don't know if you have any connection to them or any way that you can tell somebody who does have connection to them, like, I know you're not allowed to have babies in the Sea Org, but it would be cute if you did. And if you did, you can leave and we'll all help you support it and take care of it. Because that's a big, that'll get somebody out of the Sea Org. That's a mother.
Yeah, I'm keep hoping that her clock will tick hard in her mind.
Isn't that so sad that's like the hope we have for them? Like, ugh.
She's so lovely, absolutely lovely. And she just fell head over heels for my nephew because he's just gorgeous.
Of course, until you start to get into Scientology, which is so crazy. Yeah, I don't want to like. Well, I want to do a part 2 because I really want to break all this down about other stuff that y'all have all been dealing with, and the information that you guys have shared with me right now on this live stream is making me be like, what the fuck? There's so many things that I can't say right now that I know about. And so, and it like hit me when you guys were talking about stuff.
Oh,
Do
somebody
you
has
ever know Dorado? Do you ever know a guy named Dorado? His last name was Dorado.
That sounds so familiar.
Brian Dorado.
Sounds familiar.
Something. Jordan.
I don't know.
Okay, yeah, another time and another. This is for Kristi, and it's the whole same Scientology group mindset. You know, I want to be very clear about my facts and my statements before I say them, but I can tell you right now, I'm pretty sure I know where this is going about what I know, and that it's more than I realize it right now. And that when I tell you guys about what I know after this conversation, you're going to be like, what you just said about her death and everything. No, I'm investigating. I can't help it. I'm going to
I
investigate.
want you to go do it, investigate it, figure it out.
And I want to put on the record, I'm definitely not suicidal. I will never be suicidal. I would love to see if I'm depressed at some point for the rest of my life, I will live my depressed life out. I want to see how old I can live my body out for. So I never want to be killed. I don't want to kill myself. And I want that to be known. Like,
Right.
no.
Same
No,
here.
no. I will live through the torture. Death is not what I'm about. I will forever. I always will believe that. And I'm going to. There's so many times in my life when I was in the cult of Scientology, in the Sea organization, where I didn't even know this outside world, that I was like, I love me. I don't know how to describe this as my brainwashed kid self, but this was my, belief. My idea was like, I love me. I don't understand why I'm always getting in trouble for stupid fucking shit. And I was like, is this really how the world is? And I always told myself, just stay a little longer, go a little longer. Because I always I was like, look, all these older people, there's older people. How did they stay alive this long, So in my young child brain, as a fucking slave indentured kid, minor in the Scientology compound that didn't have any real access to the outside world, I just thought, the reason I won't end my life or whatever is because I see these other adults, quote unquote, and other people. And I was like, I'm strong enough. I'm not going to let myself down to not get as old as them. I was like, if they could make it through this, then we can.
I'm just glad that you did this, and thank you, because I want Kristi to be remembered and not forgotten.
Never. And I want people to know that Kristi's smile was so fucking ginormous and loving that she probably made so many people not want to unalive themselves because they felt so much care from and for her.
Yes. She did that with
that's
everyone.
Where I'm getting at. It's to me, again, I'm going to investigate more. I don't give a shit. I'm going to investigate. And it's because I don't believe it. This doesn't add up. This doesn't make sense. And I also sort of knew Timmy, and I knew all of his friends and shit. So, like, no, there's something fucking slimy behind this.
I think,
and this is why I'm saying I am not unaliving myself. I love life, and I want to see my life out as an old woman. So I'm putting that on the record.
I seriously,
Scientology is very disgusting with suicides and saying that it's murder. Oh, it's not murder, it's suicide. Allegedly.
Yeah.
According to L. Ron Hubbard's son. Okay, go ahead. And this is all about Kristi. Okay, go ahead.
I seriously believe, though, that it wasn't a suicide because it doesn't add up.
I'm with you.
And how could she say she's so excited to see me and this and this and that? She'll be gone for a year. And then a couple days later, we get a call that she's dead. And they don't even want to say it was a suicide because
I believe she was trying to leave.
And obviously in Scientology, suicide is like a bad thing.
It wasn't working.
And you know what I'm talking about, Mama? That's what I'm saying. I believe she was trying to leave. And look, the only time as an internal member that I would have unalived this crazy life of me was being in that cult, Scientology cult, as a child, fucking thinking that I was disappointing my parents and everybody around me because I'm going against. The moment you leave, you're going against everything.
That's what she believed. I'm pretty sure was that when she left.
And not only that, she was probably very. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. I'm so bad at that.
No, you're fine.
I just want to finish my thought or I'll forget. I imagine that with being in a relationship with somebody like Timmy. Oh, Timmy, you're not so fucking nice, Timmy.
And how could he give this girl the same ring he gave my cousin?
That's disgusting. Can I show that?
Yes.
Hold
Please.
on. Before we end this, hold on. Okay, that's why I'm also suspicious of all this. I just
And
threw the phone down as I'm supposed to show the photo.
He took her. They
And
went
you
to the
texted
Grand
me that. I
Canyon.
literally was like, are you fucking kidding me? By the way, we already knew we were doing a part 2. We were not. This is tonight to remember Kristi.
Yeah.
I want everybody to remember her. I want people that know about her or knew about this situation to email me. Fuck that. I'm going to put my fucking email up right now.
In the picture I sent you of her in the Grand Canyon with the golden doodle, he recreated that same exact photo. With
Yeah,
his
the one below me right now. That one.
No, the one of her on the Grand Canyon.
Oh, with her grand. Okay, it's in the email.
New girl. He took the new girl and gave her
Did
that.
you email it to me?
in the
Sorry.
Grand
I
Canyon.
sent it. I texted you it.
You
the
texted it. Okay, good. I
Maybe
needed
he
that.
had a
I was
dream.
like, did
He
you
had a
text
dream.
it or email it? Okay, hold on. Let me see. Hold on. My brain can only. So this was talk about the photo that I'm about to show. You
So
said it's the Grand Canyon.
the Grand Canyon
Okay,
photo.
I need to show the fucking chat the ring. I need them to know that this ring is fucking vile. Do not get this ring. And then
you can see it on her, on the new girl.
Okay, hold on.
Picture.
Wait, who's the new girl? I'm going through.
Stephanie.
Hold on, let me look.
And she's lovely.
Oh
Their
my
children
God,
are lovely.
so-
I don't
Look,
think
look,
bad.
let me just look. Look at her.
Oh, yeah, that's my Sophie with Kristi.
The little guys, they have no idea. The world doesn't even know how much I love you. Always been wonderful to me. I'm glad Sophie is someone who's so excited, supportive, such a my goals of being in school and going to college. You have my right. It's so the world needs to know more about this. Okay, hold on. Okay, so can I'm gonna show chat this ring because this is so fucking disgusting.
The picture I sent you was her hand with the ring on it, but she has the ring now. Like she wears the ring now.
Girl. The
new girl has the
wife.
ring.
When you say the new, let's be clear. So
he gave it to Kristi.
You're talking about Timothy.
Yep.
Yeah, Timmy gave. And
I want people to know that Timothy gave. Oh, sorry. I thought I was sharing the fucking photo. Sorry. Hold on.
Yeah, so Timmy
I thought I was sharing
gave
the thing.
ring, and then after she died, I know he was cheating on her for a fact. Because there's no way you have a
fucking cheater. He's
full-term baby in April next year when she died in like June of 2018. She died. April of 2019, he posted a sonogram of a basically full-grown baby.
And
I'm
six.
And I'm like, you
Six.
dirty fucking dog,
2006.
cheating on my beautiful cousin. Like,
Wait, wasn't it 2006?
what?
What year was it? It was June 6th, so 6/6. What was the year?
I don't know.
It can't be 2006. That was the year you were born.
2018?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
But still 6/6.
Yeah, that's her engagement ring. That
is so fucked up. So his current wife, Timothy's current wife, you understand?
She'd be
I watch murder, crime, like to calm my brain, to make me think about something else other than like protesting Scientology or bringing like all the paperwork I have to do for like all the shit I'm going through. I watch actual murders and serial, like this is a common thing. Women in America watch crime a lot, and not only women, men too. It's whatever the addiction is. This whole fucking story and the love that you guys have and what happened today that we can't talk about right now. There will be a part 2, and maybe we'll fucking be able to say it all. Makes me believe that this is 100% a murder.
No, yeah, because how are you going to have a baby not even a year later? You're going to be posting about this girl in September, the year she died, and then she has her ring. Like,
Nora from True Crimes needs to literally cut. Like, this is the shit. If you're going to call your fucking channel True Crimes of Scientology, this is a fucking crime that needs to be investigated. In my opinion. Sorry. I have to say that. Wow, that is so disgusting. So Timothy's current wife is literally wearing this ring.
Yeah, she has the ring now.
That's disgusting.
I know, I hate it. I want to strangle him.
That is disgusting. That's fucked up. That is so disgusting.
Oh god. He's disgusting. He's like a dirty dog, like a dirty
fucking dirty bitch. So I'm gonna invest. Sorry. Wow. Okay, so we will. Yes, we will do a part 2, and I can't wait to do it. And that's all there is to it. Like, I'm not gonna. No, this is an open-ended, unacceptable. I will never let this go until it's actually shown what happened.
I want to punch him in the face. I swear to God, if I ever see him again, he's gonna hear it from me.
Oh, I'm sure he knows.
Well, I saw her dad today, and he's like, "Oh, me and my brothers, we want to get him."
You saw whose dad?
Kristi's dad. Kristi's dad.
And I love that her dad is on her side. Thank God.
Always.
Her dad was her best friend.
And Brett, the brother, like true freaking love.
Wow.
Between them and then me. And I know Brandy doesn't want to be left out or anything like that, but you know, she had a love-hate situation, just like most girls can. But she loved her sister. I mean, there was a time they fought really bad.
That happens all the time.
Or like
somebody, if you have a good friend, if you have a good mother, if you fought, you've had some fucking deep fights and arguments. That's beautiful.
I would laugh at them. They fought over space on the wall. Like, I want my poster here, you know. I'm like, you guys are like fighting that bad over a space on the wall. Whose space is it?
And now we're like so cute about it. We're like, oh, now we wish she was fighting for space on the wall.
Sophie. Oh, I'll tell you privately what happened just now.
Oh, whoops, I muted myself. Okay, wow. Guys, I love you so much. I know you guys are exhausted.
We love you. You're amazing.
I love Kristi. Look up here. Kristi Jade Bouck. Say it properly so I don't fuck everything up.
No, let's hear you sound like
Wait,
a chicken.
I just said it.
It's not Bouck. It's Bulk.
No.
It's Bulk.
How do you say OU?
OU? Ooh?
It's like ow, like you're going ow.
No. Like Michael Jackson?
You put "auk" into it, so you're like ow, but like "bauk."
Like when
Oh, I was thinking bow, like a bow.
Bow.
That's where
it's
I
like
fucked
you're
up.
bowing, like
I'm wow.
Bow.
But I'm trying
Maybe
to
it's
like
because you
create
smoked a
different
blunt
stuff.
beforehand.
No, I mean it's here, right here. No, wait, you said bow. It reminds me, you know, bow wow, yippee yay, bow wow wow. So it's Kristi Jade Bouck.
Yes, exactly. There you go.
Grazie. I love her. I feel so bad for you guys. I'm sorry. I feel bad for your family. I feel bad for your guys' family that are fucking stuck in Scientology. I feel bad for it all. But what I can do to help is to help you guys, you know, that aren't stuck in it, and to investigate her death, because I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
I mean,
I'm going to be a Candace Owen right now and investigate the death. Ain't letting this shit go. I'm serious. I'm not letting it go.
I really believe it was a murder, and
I do too. 100%. And Timothy, what the fuck? Also, again, we'll talk off the live stream. We will talk. Because there's some shady shit that I knew that was going on with Timothy.
Seriously?
And I'm remembering shit now because of who I was friends with and everything at the time. So in 2016, 2017, 18, all of that. So I'm telling you, there's a reason that I'm going to be investigating this.
Please do.
And I'm
Please
so
do so.
sorry to your family, and I love you guys so much. And we're gonna keep talking about this, and I'm gonna end. I'm gonna end our live stream because we're not done. This is just a celebration of Kristi's birthday. We love you, Kristi. You're such an angelic rock star, babe. Never did I ever think I would be doing a weird electronic live stream to celebrate your, I'm literally talking to her, to celebrate your birthday. But
live stream.
Yeah, because it's on.
yeah, because it's on a live. She's like, live. Oh my God, that's what Kristi would have said. Live stream? Wait, I didn't consent to this.
No, I said electronic live stream. Like
it sounded so futuristic, and that's how it was. In the Sea Org, you're not even allowed to be on the internet. You're not allowed to have your own cell phone. You have to have like a pager and a beeper, and you have to have permission and a reason to have a pager or a beeper or a cell phone. Like. And if you like, it's not a free world. It's North Korea and Clearwater. It's North Korea and LA when it comes to Scientology.
That's a perfect way to explain it. I never thought about that.
Exactly. Explain it. It's North Korea. Why are people, and not only that, well, that's a whole nother thing, but a lot of people unalive themselves in North Korea. That's a very high statistic, and in other countries that are highly controlled and that don't let family members see other family members unless they have permission, like, or have time off. And this is how much you get paid. And you don't care about the money. It's all about the purpose. Fucking Timmy. Yo, I'm not okay with little bitch ass Timmy right now. This is not okay. And even if he had nothing to do with anything, for not showing up to a funeral.
Yeah, I think that's crazy.
He had to be released to be allowed to go, even from the Sea Org. You know that. And then they probably were like, no, we're going to have our own thing over here. You're fine. Plus, I think all the uncles and the dad would have murdered him if he came.
I'm
not done. That's all I'm saying. This is just part one. Happy birthday, Kristi. And we love you. You're fucking angel. Let me show...
And I don't mean murdered. I just mean they really want to punch him in the face, maybe.
No, we want him to be accountable for what he was a part of.
I just want to make sure I say allegedly.
Everything's allegedly, and this is my own story and my own channel, and it's nothing,
Just a discussion.
Again, I will be investigating, and I'm sure anything they try to break apart of this, prove it. Then prove what actually happened.
I like the chats, seeing the chats, and you guys are cool.
Can you guys tell she's never experienced this before?
No, you guys.
No, she seems awesome.
You have to give Laura and my baby Kristi a bunch of likes. And by the way, we used to call her baby, and we called her Tushy because Sophie didn't say Kristi, she said Tushy.
Tushy.
So yeah, like a bug. So she was the littlest baby. We called her little baby, Kristi, anyways, and Tushy.
That's cute. I'm gonna put these pictures up to. I feel like this describes. Describes what you're talking about. These cookies.
And all of you watching, please give her some likes.
Yeah. You guys are so sweet.
Subscribe to her channel.
Yeah, subscribe if you haven't subscribed.
And this one, I love this one.
Give her a super chat.
We're doing a slow goodbye as we go. I'm just sharing the windows as we go, as we end the night. And I will, you know what? I'm going to start playing the So Suppressive because beautiful babe here was such a beautiful, suppressive, honest honey child. And she's so magic.
Look at her.
She's so beautiful, literally. Like, what the fuck? Scientology fucks people up. All right, my little magical babes. We're just going to chill here as we listen to the beautiful So Suppressive song. Here we go.
my pain. I'm mentally insane.
Ooh, I like this one. This one we should play. Let's play this one. I love you. This is for Chris. It's good. You love that. This is for Kristi. We love you.
It's a phone situation, looking for something true.
We'll do a part 2. I love you. Thank you, Sophie, and your mama. I love you.
Own troubles, not knowing what to.
Sleep well. I'll
Hope it's
talk to
tough,
you.
not enough. Find something new. I've got faith for you. I love you, I love you, I love you, no matter what you do. I hold you in my heart for all that you've been through. I love you, I love you, I love you, no matter what you do. I hold you in my heart for all that you've been through. Hold me up when I'm feeling down. Hold me close when I'm all alone. Keep me safe, far from home. And I will guide you. Hold me up when I'm feeling down. Hold me close when I'm all alone. Keep me safe, far from home. And I will stay with you. Hold me up when I'm feeling down. Hold me close when I'm all alone. Keep me safe, far from home. And I will guide you. Hold me up when I'm feeling down. Hold me close when I'm all alone. Keep me safe, far from home. And I will stay with you. I will stay with you. So if we have to lose it, to keep it strong within, would you care to let it go so we can watch it grow again? The fear's intrusive, but love has stronger ways. So open up and let it go away. I love you, no matter what you do. I hold you in my heart for all that you've been through. Hold me up when I'm feeling down. Hold me close when I'm all alone. Keep me safe, far from home. And I will guide you. Hold me up when I'm feeling down. Hold me close when I'm all alone. Keep me safe, far from home. And I will stay with you. Hold me up when I'm feeling down. Hold me close when I'm all alone. Keep me safe, far from home. And I will guide you. Hold me up when I'm feeling down. Hold me close when I'm all alone. Keep me safe, far from home. And I will stay with you. I love you, I love you, I love you, no matter what you do. I will stay with you. I hold you in my heart for all that you've been through. I love you when I'm feeling down. I love you close when I'm all alone. Keep me safe, far from home. And I will guide you. I love you when I'm feeling down. I love you close when I'm all alone. Keep me safe, far from home. And I will stay with you. Hold me up when I'm feeling down. Hold me close when I'm all alone. Keep me safe, far from home. And I you best behave. Don't stop. Give until you've given it all. Don't stop. Give until your feelings are small. Don't stop. Till you've given it all. No, you don't stop. Till you've given it all. You've got your money and your crimes, you're doing fine. You've crossed the borderline and now your kids are on the line, waiting for the court to cover up the crime. Put us in the lawsuit this time. Yeah, I'm so suppressive. Well, you like it or not, we're so suppressive. You put yourself in this box. Your time, your pain, you're mentally insane, and you don't know who you are, so you best behave. Don't stop. Give until you've given it all. Don't stop. Give until your feelings are small. Don't stop. Give until you've given it all. Don't stop until you don't stop. You've got your money and your crimes, you're doing fine. You've crossed the borderline. Your kids are on the line, waiting for the money to cover up their crime. But now the feds are on the line. Yeah, we're so suppressive. Well, you like it or not, you're so suppressive. You put yourself in this box. Your time, your pain, you're mentally insane, and you don't know who you are, so you best behave. Don't stop till you've given it all. Don't stop till your feelings are small. Don't stop till you've given it all. You don't stop. No, you don't. You don't got the power of your mind to let you roam. Discover up your climb. You throw the right, be in the right time. But for your impressive, suppressive life, you want your money and your gold and your time. Living with power and money on your mind, waiting for the sex appeal to cover up your crime. But you're dirty, nasty boy. You're so suppressive. Well, you like it or not, I'm so suppressive. I put myself in this box. My time, my pain, I'm mentally insane. Well, you don't know who you are, so you